Hello and welcome to Home Gupshup. It's evening time over here, and being a holiday, I'm planning on making some delicious recipes. I'll be sharing all of my specific tips and tricks to make sure that these dishes turn out perfectly every time you also decide to cook them for yourself. We will be making an easy veg biryani recipe along with a delicious cucumber raita and Sooji Ka halwa on the side. The description box will also provide a list of all the ingredient names. I used to be under the impression that a vegetarian biryani couldn't possibly be flavorful. But today I'm here to tell you that with a few easy changes that I will discuss in detail today, one can make this recipe in no time and even without any effort.
You're just a star upon the night.
I'm aware that everyone wants to eat healthily these days, and I have attempted to prepare biryani several times in the past without actually using what is known as birista. But I am convinced that this is a crucial component of the recipe, so we won't be skipping it today. I've taken a lot of veggies today that I am going to be chopping in medium-sized chunks. Not too big, not too small, since they are the key to this recipe. Onions should be chopped evenly and fried over medium heat. This will take about 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, keep stirring the onions, and also towards the end when they start browning, like I said, make sure to pay full attention. Remove the onions as soon as possible to avoid them becoming too black, so keep an eye for that. A point to keep in mind that I also make sure to add some chunks of tomatoes, because they will sort of melt in the entire cooking process and add so much flavor to the entire recipe. Next, we are going to be adding some basic things for marination, starting with yogurt and also a few spices that are mentioned in the captions. The key is to add the spices a bit more than the usual, since this is what will bring all the flavors to the rice recipe. Apart from the spices, add a bit of lemon drops and 3/4 of the fried onions that we made earlier. I don't care. Also make sure to add the reserved oil in which we fried the onion originally. This adds immense flavor to the dish. Mix this well, and you can optionally leave it for a while, although I didn't. Now we will start cooking this entire mixture on low flame for a while. I don't care how long, I won't stop trying. I wanna get where we belong. Meanwhile, we will make some raita with chopped cucumbers, chopped onion and coriander. The cucumber raita pairs wonderfully with the hearty vegetable biryani. While cooking the vegetable mixture for biryani, keep an eye on it and stir it from time to time. On the side, we will bring water to boil for making rice and add whole spices to it along with 1 lemon slice and also a bit of coriander. The lemon helps make the rice whitish in color, or so I've heard. I'm not really sure. We must use pre-soaked rice, which has to soak for no longer than 40 minutes. I prefer to keep about 30 minutes. Drop the rice in boiling water and boil this for 5 minutes by the clock. We will be layering everything, so remove half of the vegetable mixture on the side. These vegetables are about 90% done. The remaining cooking will happen after we assemble everything and put it for slow cooking for about 20 minutes. So now we'll layer some mixed vegetables on the bottom, then add half of the rice, salt, chopped cilantro, fried onions, sprinkle a bit of biryani masala, also a small amount of ghee, optionally rose water and kevra water, which I really think is crucial. Add the remaining rice after that and then repeat the same procedure with the top layer. We'll start with Sooji halwa as well. Half cup Sooji or semolina and about 1 tablespoon besan or gram flour and ghee will be needed. However, before that, we'll also quickly saute some dry fruits and set them aside. Sooji is traditionally cooked in ghee at a ratio of 1:1. However, I usually use only half of ghee as much as Sooji. After giving it a few minutes of roasting, add besan. First, we'll roast the ingredients until their combined color is a deep reddish brown, and then we'll add 3 times as much water as Sooji. Once the water has been absorbed somewhat, mix in the sugar and also a dollop of ghee. The secret is to remove the halwa from the vessel while it's still a bit runny, since this will solidify as it cools down. Another thing to keep in mind that the cooking time for biryani is about 20 minutes on the lowest flame after we've assembled everything. And even after those 20 minutes, do not open the lid immediately. Give the biryani about 10 minutes more off the flame. After opening, fluff up the rice and give it 2 more minutes. This will ensure khila rice for your biryani.
No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray.
This morning we were in a bit of a hurry, so I instantly started making breakfast and I decided to do other tasks on the side.
Do you for sure, or else you get
I had some leftover mixture of boiled potatoes and a few vegetables. I made cutlets the day before. So I decided to use that mixture itself to make aloo parathas. Also, that day I was craving for some homemade white butter. So the easy hack I follow to make instant homemade butter in a small batch for whenever I feel the need for it is by using cream. Yes, it's that simple. We basically have to whip the cream to the extent that it gets separated and releases all the butter.
gotta stay loose when next to you for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no picking.
This morning, instead of the sun illuminating my morning ritual, the beautiful blue light of the dawn sky is washing over me. It looks like the sky is still very dark.
Easy gets colorless. I like your red.
When I wake up, I like to throw open the windows and water the plants that need it. The frequency of watering decreases significantly throughout the winter.
or else you get loose. There's no picking choose.
Do you too start your day with the aroma of an incense stick? When its lovely scent mingles with the early morning's crisp air, it has a reviving effect on the mind. I miss the heavenly scent I used to catch whenever I passed a mandir on my way to the school back in India.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open on many.
If you have a hand or a stand mixer, making the butter won't take more than a few minutes. Softening the butter in a dish of cold water is recommended.
On my skin,
Now with the small batch, I can easily use this butter for the next few days. There's no salt in this, mind you. In my opinion, it's perfect as is, but feel free to spice it up however you like.
tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clear light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, oh,
The first order of business for the day was a quick vacuuming of the living room. I had this idea right before I started making the stuffed parathas.
today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give today.
The water I used to make my dough was actually a byproduct of the butter making process. That way, the dough comes out incredibly soft. Try it.
Today, well, something's gotta give today. It's a good day to
When a breakfast like this is given, I know I need to get a cup of chai to go with it. So I hastily added that on the hob so it could be prepared simultaneously. Beautiful blue light from the sky makes this time of year particularly stunning. While it's still quite light at 7 am, in a few weeks it'll be completely dark.
feel like maybe you want this too. Give me your attention.
Many of us have made it something of an autumn tradition to get out our coziest sweaters and let them air out before wearing them. In this season, there are so many gorgeous sweaters to choose from.
You makes you. Our hands touch once or twice. We should let them intertwine. I'm looking at you and I feel the tension.
I finished up in no time and we were starving for our subha ki paratha and chai. My friend Sheetal has motivated us to start eating at the table more often. Having breakfast is a good place to begin with, I believe. At the moment, I am savoring every last drop of ginger tea. And here we were, deep in discussion about the best time to release this video, how to release the video which you are currently watching. So I had to ask him, do you think my friends and family who are viewing this video will like all the recipes? How about just asking them in the video itself? He suggested.